Hey there everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Captain's Log. I thought today, because it's such a beautiful day outside, that I'd bring you all along with me as I take a nice walk down by Lake Ontario. Just take the opportunity to enjoy the weather, get out of the house for a little while, and to share with you a little bit of what's been going on in our ministry. I know it's been a little while since we posted our last update, but today I just want to share with you some really cool things that God's been doing in our life over the past month. So over the Christmas season, there was an opportunity that was presented for me to begin working at Liberty Grace Church full-time. Previously, I was working part-time with the church and part-time at a warehouse in St. Catharines, but now I am able to be at the church full-time, which is so exciting for me. With that comes some more responsibilities, including more leadership in our weekly small groups, being part of a men's mentoring group that meets each month, as well as increased preaching. So where I was previously preaching about once a month, I'm now able to preach just about every other week, which for me is such an exciting opportunity. I love to study God's Word and I love to preach. And so to be given more opportunities to do that is such a huge blessing. And so Elaine and I are very excited about just this new opportunity that has opened up and the way that God has been at work in our ministry. I also wanted to take the opportunity just to update you all a little bit on how our fundraising and support raising has been going. So with coming on with the church full time, that means the church is able to provide a greater portion of my salary than they were previously. So there is still some fundraising that Elaine and I are needing to do. Where previously we were aiming to raise about $5,000 each month, that number has now come down to about $1,600 a month. And God has been so good to us in this process. We're already about a third of the way there. And I just want to say thank you so much to all of you who have partnered with us financially and supported us in this ministry. Now there is another reason that I wanted to bring you all with me on my walk down by the lake today. I absolutely love this walk, and one of the reasons for that is that right across the lake from where we are now is the city of Toronto. Elaine and I are still living in St. Catharines right now. We haven't been able to move into Liberty Village quite yet because of the lockdowns and the stay-at-home order. We're really hoping by the summer things will open up and we'll be able to move in, and that's something that you can all be praying for with us. But I love looking across the water and seeing the city of Toronto. It's a little harder to see today. It's a bit hazy across the lake. But I remember one of the first days that Elaine and I moved into our apartment here in St. Catharines. We walked down by the water and we looked across, and there was the city of Toronto. And across the lake, it looks like such a small city, but we were just reminded of the mission that God has given us, that this little dot on the horizon is actually such a large city, so full of people who need to hear the gospel. And we're so thankful that God has given us the opportunity to be a part of that ministry in bringing the gospel to Liberty Village. And again, we're so thankful for all of you who've been supporting us financially and supporting us through prayer. Our ministry would not be able to happen without each and every one of you. And so we're so grateful for the way that you've supported us and come alongside us. And we've got some really exciting things coming up in the future. Next week, Elaine and I are taking part in a biblical counseling conference together. In our next video, we'll share with you a bit more about that, as well as some of the things that Elaine is up to right now during this time as I'm working at the church more. But again, thank you all so much for your support in this ministry, and we can't wait to continue sharing with you about what God's doing. Until next time, bye guys.